Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Filthy Bird, and welcome to episode 31 of WWE Supercard. So I have a very special guest for today. I have been hyping it up all week, and he has been hyping it up all week on his channel as well. I have Azraelgreatdragon, and welcome to the episode, Azrael.
Cheers, Filthy Bird. How's it going?
I'm doing good, man. So how is your PCC going for this event? To get that out.
I'm suffering the same. I'm suffering the issue that you've got with work. Literally, I have hardly any points. I'm not really interested in it, and it's just fusion food for me, really.
Yeah,
Generally.
that's all it is, really, for me. Because I used all my fusion food to train up cards because I was feeling lazy. And usually I don't do that. Usually I leave like one or two of each tier, but...
No, you trained all yours to get into WrestleMania,
Yeah,
too, you greedy boy.
I got
You greedy boy.
So, guys, I was not able to get a 100-pick video like I promised you guys. Just personal life and work got me caught up, and nothing I can do to control that. But I decided, me and Azrael were talking before today's video, we just decided to switch it up on the fly, and we were kind of like just gonna shoot questions at each other while I'm playing, so you guys have something to watch. And I haven't seen a lot of people really do that, so we're gonna try it out. And I'm gonna start it off. And Azrael, what? No, I'll ask that question later. How did you get into YouTube? Like, when did you decide to start doing YouTube?
Well, that's a good question. Well, I just was watching Biggie Dude and watching a few others, and I was just like, this is something I could do because it's it's something you can do any time of day, and it's not really fixed to anything. And I thought, and I love wrestling, and I love you can have a bit of comedy with it, and it's really interesting to do, and it's just something a bit of a de-stress as well from, as you know yourself, from work. You just come home, do a bit of videoing, and then you're like, wow, I've done something, and then people comment on it, and it's like, it's a great little, like, well done, thanks very much for doing that. It costs you nothing to do.
Exactly. That's the same way I felt. Like, it's just, like you said, a de-stressor, and I just like playing the game, and I don't know, I like looking back on some of my previous episodes of where I was and looking at some of my reactions. That's another thing I like. It's kind of like a book of your, like you like to say in your videos, your supercard journey, which I actually really like that you say that at the start of your videos. That's something original.
That was what I always thought. Yeah. Yeah, that was what I always thought. I thought it's got to be a chronicle of it because it is a journey. It never stops, never ends. And then literally, when you get to a certain point, you think I'm at the top, and then they'll bring out another card. Or
that's what I really like.
I
love looking back
again.
That's one of my favorite things to look back at. Alrighty. So you want to shoot a question at me?
Oh yeah, go on then. I will ask.
It is Seth
who
Rollins.
Is your favorite current wrestler?
Yeah, if anyone couldn't have guessed, he's not a big fan. A lot of people aren't a big fan of his, except like Exactly.
I like him for his physical ability. His wrestling ability is fantastic, but as a person,
the way a heel
he's
needs
pond
to be played.
water.
That's what I like about him. Like, he's not someone like Ryback. Ryback, he used to bully people. And, yeah. And, yeah, I saw that.
It's going to end horribly for Bray Wyatt if he doesn't do it right. That is going to end horribly.
Yeah,
just power alone.
Both of them, they both need a win in, they both need a win on pay-per-view because all they ever do is lose on pay-per-view. I think Bray Wyatt especially needs one.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt's lost twice at WrestleMania. Now that cannot be good for his career. Literally, he had the dead man, fair enough, in this one, and he was never going to win. In a month of Sundays, as soon as he came on, you knew he was going to lose. But the first one, he should have beat
John Cena. I know he got, I think he won at Payback. He didn't even win.
Yeah. But he's literally, he needs that, he needs something, because he just can't be the face of fear.
Yeah.
And he's done nothing. He hasn't won anything.
I think he cuts too many promos also. I don't think he should have one once a week. It's starting to take away the appeal of him.
And any more dry ice, and it's gonna be a waste of dry ice.
Yeah, basically. I wish someone like Dean Ambrose would do more promos. His promos were awesome when he was on the Shield, and even after that, when he was going after Seth Rollins, I think.
Yeah, after Hell in a Cell.
And
that was good.
This is a burning question that I feel needs to be asked. What do you think needs to be changed in Supercard with all the coin flips, with all these events that are oversaturating the game, and basically just shortening the lifespan of the game? Because, in my opinion, there is going to be a Supercard 2. I mean, with the way the game is going, there's...
Yeah, well, I think you're right in the same as the saturation in the PCC, but I think they could do that game mode like a Royal Rumble.
They need to make other cards except event cards relevant.
And
everyone's just gonna have the same cards and
yeah, definitely. Or they could do like a tier or like a game tier wise where you have to have a good uncommon deck, a good rare deck, a good super rare deck, and keep on going up. And if you can't beat the common decks, you don't go any higher up in the ladder. And then you've got to beat all the other 6 cards of the other person, and then you go up to the next tier. So you use your uncommons, then your rares, then your super rares, then your epics, then your legendaries. And only when you get to the highest point can you use your WrestleMania cards. So literally it's that challenge to have a decent balanced deck all the way up and down.
That's actually a really good idea. I'd never heard that idea. But I think in the next... We're going to end up having an event diva. I think if they have a Road to Glory diva, I think it's going to kill the game.
It would kill a game unless they're going to do another tier.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to have another tier, I guess, around... I think around SummerSlam, but I think they are flying by with this tier right now.
Yeah, the only thing they've done positively with this tier is the King of the Ring rewards, where you only get 1 card. Because literally, had they done what they've done with Legendary and everything else, would be in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. I think they had a good start with this tier also, with the way how balanced the cards were. Like in Survivor, there was only a handful of good cards, and the rest were crap. The cards are pretty balanced.
There's like about 60 points between each one.
Yeah.
And you're literally talking 1 proc, and you could be in front.
Yeah, that's... I don't know. I'm gonna spend more money on this game, but I'm kind of hesitant to almost.
Well, I only spend my money on likes of Road to Glory. That's it. I don't do money on PCC, and I very rarely. Only time I ever use money for King of the Rings is if I'm at work. So I can just literally run in, boost, go.
Usually, I've only had to buy boost a little bit. Usually, I don't use them in qualifiers. Usually, I don't.
I'm just talking about like. Oh no! I'm just talking about like deck refill.
Oh, all right.
That's the only time I use it. When I haven't got time to actually grind out for them.
Yeah, I think I've done that once or twice.
All right, another question for you. What is your favorite pay-per-view?
Like year or just like the theme of the pay-per-view?
The theme of the pay-per-view, like Survivor, Hell in a Cell. The theme of the pay-per-view, like Survivor, Hell in a Cell.
Right now mine is Money in the Bank. It just seems. It's just really exciting because usually that gives a young superstar a chance to win a title.
I would love to see Neville win that this year. I would love to see Neville win that this year. From my end of the woods.
Yeah, I think if they still had the
from my end of the
briefcase
woods.
and the Raw briefcase, I think he would probably win the SmackDown one.
I wish they would unificate the titles as well. I wish they'd have the SmackDown. I wish they would unificate the titles as well. I wish they'd have the SmackDown heavyweight title and a Raw heavyweight title.
I think they're gonna do that in the near future, but they need to build SmackDown up again.
It's rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't even watch SmackDown usually.
I love watching Raw. It's rubbish, isn't it?
Yep. SmackDown, I usually know what's happening. I love watching Raw.
Raw's fantastic.
It's just a recap of Raw, and I used to really like Royal Rumble, but the last 2 Royal Rumbles have been pretty crappy.
I loved last year's Survivor Series. Yeah. Oh my god, when Sting came back, I was like, and I loved.
I actually missed that
series. Oh my god, when Sting came back, I was like,
I took I didn't watch WWE for like 2 months back then. Sorry, I got a fussy daughter.
The ever relevant Scarlet in YouTube videos.
Yeah.
The ever
here we go.
relevant Scarlet and YouTube
What?
videos.
When did you start playing the game? When did you start playing
A
WWE
month
Supercard?
after it went live.
All right.
A friend of mine literally kept playing on his phone. I was like, "What are you
He was
doing?"
being really ignorant
He
at
was
the time.
being
I was
really
like,
ignorant
I'm
at the time. I
playing
was like, "What are you doing?" He's like,
card
"I'm
game. I was
playing
like, let's
this
have a look.
card game."
He
I
was,
was
we'll
like,
play a game, and I was like,
"He was, we'll play a
my
game." And
God.
I was like,
This is
"Oh my
amazing."
God, this is amazing. I must play more.
I forget. I found out about it through it was just in the suggested apps, and then I played it, and then didn't understand it. I quit it after a month, and then came back at the end of January. That's how I started.
Well, I just kept on playing, and I think now I'm nearly up to 13,000 wins.
Oh, all right.
Nearly.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm at 8,000.
It's one of those games.
It's just,
you just sit and
it's
play,
one of those
even
games
like
you
you'll
can
know
just sit and
yourself.
play.
I've got a
even
young
like you'll know
daughter as
yourself.
well.
I've got a young daughter as
Literally,
well.
you can play it with no
And literally
noise
you
on
can
or
play
anything.
it with no noise
Yep.
on or anything.
It's easier than playing an Xbox. I used to play an Xbox a lot. Like a lot. And I don't really play it that much. It's just more convenient with me being a parent and everything.
Exactly.
You can just sit on the couch or something.
Exactly. Same for me.
You can sit, even if like,
Yeah,
say,
you can
your
sit
daughter
even
Scarlett's
if
playing on the
like
floor,
say your daughter Scarlett was playing on the floor and she's just playing with her toys, you can sit and play on your phone and keep an eye on her, and you don't have to like be concentrating too much.
Okay, who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Okay, who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Favorite wrestler of all
Who
time.
is
Now
your
this-
hero, your legend?
Nah, that's my favorite wrestler right now. But she
Your
even
missus is propping you up going, it's Seth Rollins,
Yeah,
the legend of
she don't like
Your
Seth
missus is
Rollins.
propping you up
Who do
going,
you like?
it's Seth Rollins. He's
Who
the
do you
legend
like?
of the future.
Who's the one that's the creepy one? With the lighters and the phone?
Oh, Bray Wyatt. She likes Bray Wyatt. But of all time, this is probably no one's favorite wrestler.
taste.
It is X-Pac.
No, I take that back.
Don't get us wrong for a performer, he was fantastic.
Yeah, he was. He was awesome.
No,
I
don't get
was
us wrong for
freaking out
performer,
whenever
he
went
was
to
fantastic.
WCW with the NWO. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, X-Pac. As a kid, I loved the crotch chop.
You're one of those kids who just went, I'm not doing that, man. You can just.
Yeah, I bet you. You're one of
Yeah, I
those
got in
kids who just
trouble
went,
at
I'm not
school
doing that,
a
mom. You
good
can just.
bit with that. I'm gonna flip that question around. Who is your favorite wrestler?
Oh dear.
My favorite wrestler of all time. Difficult question. Edge.
My favorite wrestler of all time.
Edge. That's a good answer. I remember when he retired on TV on was it Raw?
I'll actually admit to this, and you can laugh if you like, but I nearly cried when he said it properly. He was leaving and everything. I was like, oh my God, no. You've been like world champion 12 times. And when he was saying he was injured, which is a true injury, I was like, oh.
You know that bit with Seth
Rollins in one of the last pay-per-views when he was going to break his neck
Oh,
by curb
yeah.
stomping him. I was so much up with my friend, and I was like, don't you do it, you son of a... I'll come over there and I'll kick your ass.
Yeah, that was a shocking moment. Pretty crazy moment. Now, what do you think the results are going to be on the main event of Payback?
I think it will be... I'm going to say either Seth's going to retain or Randy Orton's going to win it. I don't think Roman Reigns is going to win it. I think Roman Reigns is going to win
Alright,
Money in
that's
the Bank
good. Yeah, that's
and get his proper title shot.
actually a pretty good prediction. I don't know. I like Roman Reigns.
Oh, don't get us wrong, he's brilliant.
Oh, don't get us wrong, he's brilliant.
What they did was
But I think what they did was they screwed him with WrestleMania. He should have won at WrestleMania, and then Seth could have cashed in later on and took it off him, and then they could have built a rivalry up between them two. But now they're using Roman Reigns as like, oh, look what I've got. I can put that in because I haven't got Brock Lesnar. Because if Brock Lesnar was still in it, you know for a fact Brock Lesnar will be champion again now. He would terrorize. Well, look at that bit when he lost his temper, and you know for a fact that was... I know most of it's assisted, but Michael Cole was not assisted. F5. He got F5.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar
to hell.
wasn't part-time. He was on the roster full-time. He definitely would have won. He would have definitely would have retained that belt.
I think he's
Yeah.
when he comes back, it's SummerSlam, which is